Hello everybody, TacticAngel here, back on the PlayStation 4, back on the World of Tanks, back on Panama. This time we are running around in, I believe, a Type 62. Type 62 is a Tier 7 Chinese light premium tank. A lot of people's favorites. Like a Chinese tank, it has a reasonably damaging gun considering it's a light tank. You're looking at 180 average damage for 145 pen and only 2.3 seconds reload. That's all in all for a Chinese gun pretty good. 0.37 accuracy is pretty acceptable at this tier. So Chinese light tank that doesn't have all of the traditional Chinese problems. Anyway, we're going up here. Whoever wins the hill typically wins the game. I don't understand the meta in this on this map recently, because it seems like everybody who spawns in the northeast pretty much never bothers with the hill anymore, and they pretty much always lose. So shocking there. So we're putting shots down range. Funny enough, I don't know if you noticed, I just hit the tank that went invisible there, the Lycan, instead of the tank I was aiming at, and got a kill for it. Good old... is that an ISM? That thing is really, really difficult to deal with frontally, particularly with light tanks. I'm waiting for him to drive down here because I was hoping that the decline would increase my angle or decrease the angle of his armor, which would make it just a little bit easier. We're bouncing heat off the side of him now. So we're probably just going to have to move. Our team is not winning yet. In fact, we're increasingly not winning. The only thing we've killed so far is the thing I killed. But I'm going to make it happen. I have a feeling that I'm going to make it happen here. We're teaching that Emil a little something about reloads. And we cheese it all the way to the end with, oh my, premium ammo. That guy made a mistake there at the end. You saw he over-angled the side of his tank. And that allowed me to go in to the side of his vehicle. I don't know why nobody's seriously paying attention to me, but I kind of like it. As you can see, the gun handling on this is actually pretty decent, and I actually have to say this is probably one of my favorite Chinese tanks. If only because it handles pretty well, and it doesn't have those traditional Chinese problems. So we're doing a pretty good job here. We're up to 4 kills, 2550 damage, 2555 really, which for, you know, a light tank's pretty respectable. That's killing 2 heavy tanks on the enemy team. Fully killing 2 of them, unless they're that guy right there. Alright, so I'm a little bit concerned about the status of the base. Light tank drivers, it is your job to go back and try to uncap this, probably more than anyone else, but medium tank players, there's no excuse for you not to go and try to defend the base. You're, for the most part, fast enough to do it. In any case, our damage contribution has helped to turn this game around, I think, pretty well. It looks like we're probably going to win as long as we can get these people out of the base. You see right there, I was loading high explosives, not because this does a lot of damage with high X, but because the high X is definitely going to tap them so that they will lose their capture points. There's some aggressively bad driving. It actually worked out pretty well. Scorpion G takes me out. He's sniping up there somewhere. Yay for tank destroyers being one step removed from artillery. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and use the magic of editing to get us to the end of the game, because there's a solid 2 minutes and nothing that followed that. So anyway, in spite of our death, here we go. Apparently I was working on the spyglass. I already have the spyglass. This is an old video. There's our total, 3,003 damage. A surprisingly small amount of assisted. There we are on the top of the list, and of course our efficiencies. Should you get a Type 62, you know, consider it. It's pretty fun little light tank. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you on the next one.